Hey YouTube friends, we're back today. It's Wednesday, December 16th, and unfortunately it is a red day. Today is the third red day of the month, and man, I'm disappointed. Down 587, pretty significant. I don't like numbers that big, especially being red. Um, yeah, so it's unfortunate. We're gonna go through today's trades. And today I was just really fighting everything. I was just trying to take stabs at everything I could. The market wasn't really that great, to be honest, for me. And because of that, I was just um, looking for something to trade. And it was kind of like out of desperation. And it, towards the end of the day, made me go to a bad place. So let's take a look at it today. Let's look at, today, this week, first red day of the week. I was really hoping to push and go all green this week, but I just couldn't do it. Like I said, I fought with everything I could to try to, get just even a little bit green. 84 bucks would have been fine, 20 bucks, whatever. Nothing. I just slowly dug a hole the whole day and fought every bit of the way to try to retrieve it and go back up, but it just didn't work out. And maybe that's indication for me to, if it's just feeling like a slow day and I'm up green at that moment, just to walk away and just, I don't know. Sometimes I'm so adamant about trading every day and trying to be green every day that sometimes you force it on days you really shouldn't. Maybe it'd be a better strategy for me to, just chill out on those days. I know it's slow, um, and get more aggressive on the days that are really hot. And of course, that sounds like, obvious good advice, but I'll tell you, it's really hard when you come down to sit in the chair and trade for the day and to only dig yourself red and go more and more and more red. It just gets frustrating, and you want to really prove to yourself that you can get out of it. And just today, forcing it. Shouldn't have done it. Should have just threw in the towel earlier. So that's where we stand. So this is today's intraday balance. My running balance here. I was actually up 5 on my first trade, up to 84, and from there I just really dug a fast hole immediately, and then made some trades here, won a little bit. It was 1 step forward, 2 steps back the entire day pretty much, and just went all the way down. So down 587. That was my max loss for the day, and I should have stopped a lot earlier. So let's talk about what I traded a whole bunch of different stuff today. We'll get into the trades in a second, but let's show you the running trading journey since the beginning of November. And you can see the progress here. This was the cash account. Okay, minimal progress, right? Then we got it right in here, the margin account, and we flushed it right down the toilet, and then I was able to trade out of that really well for a while. Really solid green. Then I had two really bad red days last week, Thursday and Friday. That took me right back down to 763. And this week, I was inching forward. Two red day or green days, Monday and Tuesday, and then today red. So this is where we're sitting right here, up 1989 on the past 2 months, or November and part of December. So let's look at the calendar. This month, though, on December, I'm up 2,918. And while that's okay to me, room for improvement here. It is my third day being red, but I really got to focus. It was my goal this week to go all green, and I just forced it. I tried too hard, fought everything, and went big red because of it. So anyways, I'll see if I can get back tomorrow on it and, have just a nice, decent green day. It doesn't have to be massive. It would be nice if it was, but, and then Friday, do the same thing. Put some green on the board. And then we've got, after that, one more week basically left in December. And hopefully, I can do pretty well and finish with a nice, strong week. That is the goal. And yeah, so that's where we're sitting on the month right now. The goal was 13,000 for the year end, and specifically more in December with this new margin account. That's looking a little bit harder to do now. I mean, I'm gonna have to make 10 grand in the last week here. That's gonna be difficult. So anyways, that's what I'm gonna shoot for. Let's see. Let's look at the trades. So I traded, DT, which is David's T. And the reason I traded that, because it was like the only thing I felt like was actually moving. But this was, there were red flags all over on this thing. Look at this. No volume yesterday. And then yesterday, after hours, it had this nice spike. But guess what? It faded, went right back down to where it was at, and just went sideways. And then it did the same thing this morning. And so I saw that and realized it has potential to spike again. But the question is, it's going to, it already did that. It's probably going to do that again. And the question is, you just don't know how much it's going to go up. So I had my first trade, which was good. Actually, it was bad, but I added towards the bottom and got out of it with like 84 bucks. And then after that, I pushed it too hard again and it flipped on me. That's when I started digging the hole. So look at this. It was pretty much a trash stock. I felt like it was the only thing moving at that moment, so I traded it, and I shouldn't have. The other one was for ACRS. This one had a nice, consistent build up, but it was kind of slow. So it was hard to judge on it, kind of. And it was great. It did have some moves up, but I don't know. I think I got a few trades in it, and it just faded the rest of the day. So that's that was the market we were in today. It was just kind of trashy. Nothing was holding up, and I should have took the clues there. So I'm not gonna go over all these other trades. I just traded a bunch of other junk that was out there. So MD, XG, yeah, just stuff that was going up, and I don't know. Wasn't happy about anything really. So anyways, that's kind of where we're going to leave it today. And looking to get back into the market tomorrow, Thursday, make a green day, put some green on the last 2 days of the week. I really need to take the clues, if tomorrow is slow, I either need to be patient the rest of the day and only trade really great setups, because sometimes I hang out and I won't just throw in the towel. I'll wait for the day to unfold, because sometimes we do get some random stocks that pop up and bring momentum, but sometimes they don't come. So when you don't see them, you feel like you kind of wasted the day. So I'll try to be patient, see if we have anything like that later in those days. But I'm hoping for kind of a switch here, and hopefully we can get some of those big, really green momentum days that pop in where 1 or 2, 3 stocks just start really ripping and everything really, starts moving up. So that's what we'll shoot for. Hope you guys are good. Please subscribe and like this video if you are enjoying this content. I do this for me and for you guys to keep myself accountable. Maybe you as well. You can kind of go along with my journey here and compare kind of how beginner and intermediate traders do in our progress throughout the months for trading small caps here. That's mainly what I trade. But yeah, and once again, we'll leave it there, and we'll see you tomorrow.